do a lot of talking. Got a Batmobile, I'm driving now, do a lot of walking. Pinky ring shining with that.
What's up? How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day. I just finished this look for my tutorial, and it's basically just an eye look, the eye look that I pretty much completed, and then I went ahead and did the full face. So if you're interested in how I got this look, then
Okay, so I decided I am going to do narration for it, even though the sound quality is not that great. But we're going to start with the NYX Conceal and Correct palette. Sorry if I'm a little bit hoarse. We're going to apply that all over our lids to basically even out any discoloration on the lids, because I have very dark eyelids, so I have to work on that with this. And this palette is awesome. So just make sure you blend that in really, really good. And then do that before you add your transition shade. It's also going to help your eyeshadow last a lot longer. I'm going to go in with one of my favorite transition, what is wrong with me? It's my transition shade. I've got to figure out what it is and then try and link it down below. But any sort of neutral, warm color will do. You don't have to do that exact color. And yeah, I think I got that color from Kiko Milano. That's definitely what it is. It's a Kiko Milano single shadow. So I'm just blending that all over. Next, I'm going to go in with this beautiful purple color. And that's going to act as my crease color. So I'm just going to blend that right into the crease over that transition shade. Blend, blend, blend. Gotta love blending. And I apologize for the sound. I did have a microphone, but some strange reason it isn't, well, not strange reason, it's just not the right mic. So I'm still working on the sound, and I figure I'm just gonna go with it the way that it is right now. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds horrible, because the computer microphone really sucks. So just blend that purple in till it's nice and pigmented. And then we're going to probably go in for that bright, bright purple. There it is. So gorgeous. That is an Urban Decay color. And I said the name is Flash Point or Flash something. I forgot the name, but it's the most, I think it's the most beautiful purple I have ever seen in my life. And the pigmentation on my lid and my complexion is fire. Urban Decay rocks when it comes to eyeshadows. Their pigmentation is just like, it's like gorgeous. There's no words to describe Urban Decay. You can never go wrong with Urban Decay. That's for sure. So I'm just going to apply that all over my lid using a flat shader brush. This brush I think is from M.A.C. It is the 252 brush, the larger shader brush. And because I have very large lids, you just want to make sure you get all that coverage on the lids. And if you really want it to be, if you wanted the shadow to be like, I mean, seriously bright, you can wet the brush, and that will bring out the shadow a lot more, which I love doing. And then I'm going to go in with the 217 M.A.C brush and just blend out any harsh lines that may have been created while adding the shadows. Because you don't want any lines, that's for sure. And I think that's a Trish McEvoy blending brush or crease brush or something. That brush is so old, but it's been a fave in my collection for quite some time. So after I apply that, yeah, I'm gonna get down for a little bit. I'm gonna be adding a color from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette in Heirloom, and that's just gonna go on the outer V of our eye, just to give it a little bit more definition. And I'm just applying it with like I don't know, it's like a Sigma Doom utility brush. I just grabbed for that. I seem to have done fantastic too. So yeah, it's doing fantastic. You want to apply that color right to the outer V, and then you're going to blend it out. You could do it in like a wing formation. I've seen people do that and it kind of blends nicely too. Blend, blend, blend out those harsh lines. Very nice. You could even, if you want to dramatize it even more, you can even go in with black. But I didn't want to do that because this was like a daytime look, so I didn't want to be too dramatic. Now that we got that going on and it's nicely blended, I'm going to apply my wing eyeliner. Well, you want to make sure you put more back on the lid because whatever gets washed away in blending, you want to just reapply it to make sure it's nice and purpley. Now I'm just going to go on the bottom, and I'm sorry I'm out of focus. I'm going to line that waterline for show. Line that waterline. I know I said I was going to be doing wing eyeliner, but I guess I was not. Then I'm going to blend some of that lid shade at the bottom and just basically blend it in or smoke it out or whatever you want to call it. Smudge. I'm also going to smudge some of that Heirloom up in there as well. Oh my god, why did I just snort? I have to cut that out. No. Here's my wing eyeliner, getting real close to the camera. You can't even see it because I'm too close.
Now that I've finished, wait, let me see if I can turn this light up a little bit more. I think this is the brightest it goes. So now that I've finished doing the eyes, I'm going to go forward with my favorite part. I'm going to go forward with the makeup. So I'm going to first prime my skin with this Becca Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. It makes your pores invisible. So I kind of do like this. It just kind of has a very sticky consistency, but that's good because that makes the foundation stick to your face and last all day long. So you don't have to worry about it creasing, caking, melting, or any of that thing. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin, especially in the cheek area where I feel like your oily T-zone, gets matte, it gets really oily. So I usually focus on that part of my face first, and then I worry about the rest of my face is usually is usually okay, but you know what, it's still got to get primed because foundation is going everywhere. So foundation is going everywhere, so it feels like very sticky at first when you put this on. It's very sticky, but then that is the whole point of this primer, so that everything can stick to your face and that it doesn't go anywhere. So that's what I'm not even gonna focus on any discoloration today, because I just feel like sometimes when you're adding like the color correctors on, it just makes everything too cakey, and I am not a fan of too much cake on my face. I understand you got to get a nice good foundation coverage, but cake in me, no, I don't like cake. I'm trying to minimize as much cake as I possibly can. So, you know, I think that's it. I think we're good to go. And when this stuff dries, don't be alarmed. It looks like kind of ashy looking, but don't worry, because then you're going to come right out on top of it with your foundation. So the foundation I'm going to be using today is Neutrogena Liquid Skin Makeup. Healthy Skin liquid makeup. Sorry. It's Neutrogena Healthy Skin liquid makeup. I'm going to shake it up. And I think the easiest way to apply this, because it is so runnery and watery, is probably either with this brush, the M.A.C brush. I'm just probably gonna lightly dab it. I'm gonna apply it on like that. I'm gonna dab it into my skin because it is so. You look at this. This foundation is so watery. Like, oh my god. You can end up making a huge mess with this foundation if you're not careful. So I'm gonna just dab the brush in it, and I'm gonna go ahead and dab it all over my face. I think that this is the best brush to apply it with because anything else I feel like is just not gonna work. I like the color payoff for this too. I love it. It just goes right into your skin. It gives it a very nice, like, healthy coverage. To be quite honest with you, I think this is kind of trying to be similar to like True Match. But so far, it doesn't have a lot of red in it. I see a lot of like yellow undertones in it than I do red. And so it's giving me more of a golden coverage, which I'm loving right now. I think this might
I don't do a lot of talking, got a Batmobile, I'm driving, I don't do a lot of walking. Pinky ring shining with the...
You see how smooth it's applying on my skin? I'm gonna get underneath the eye area with a beauty blender just to blend it out perfectly. But look how that's going in. Awesome. I'm like disturbingly impressed with this foundation. And I'm also disturbingly impressed with the fact that Neutrogena has finally expanded their line to make colors for women of color or dark skin tones. This brush is probably the perfect brush to apply it with because it is so runny. You need like something that's gonna like capture it and then apply it on your skin and hold it in place, because I'm telling you, anything else, maybe a beauty blender would be awesome too to apply this with, but man, it is so runny. Make sure you get your neck so everything blends in. And I think that this is like the perfect color for my complexion. It is so like chocolatey, not chocolatey, but like a nice chestnutty brown. It really is. Oh, I could call myself Chestnut. I don't gotta say chocolate anymore. I can say Chestnut. Okay, so now we're making sure we blend it in. I'm gonna go over this with my beauty blender. Make sure I blended, everything is blended in perfectly. But as you can see right now, CWO8, something like that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna conceal these dark circles under my eyes. I'm getting real close to my nose because I was told that's a trick to help really blend out. I mean, really contour that nose instead of, because I'm not gonna go over it with the bronzing powder or darker powder. I'm just gonna probably try to avoid that and see if this trick actually works. But as you can see, I got some serious dark circles, so yeah, I gotta make sure I blend that in really good. Okay, so I'm gonna get close, just as close to this side of my nose too, and carve out my nose. See how this works, and it better work. So far, I think I like this idea. I'm thinking, you don't gotta put this much concealer, but I like a nice highlight, so I'm gonna do that. My cupid's bow, my chin. I like to highlight this area of my chin. I don't know, I'm gonna try something different. So, and then we're gonna go here, because I love to highlight my forehead area. if I want to highlight my nose, or if I need to. I could highlight it just to chisel a little bit. You could go on the tip like that. That way, you know, it's a little more refined. We're going to go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to blend everything out with the stippling brush. This is my favorite stippling brush. This is a Real Technique stippling brush. I'm just going to lightly blend out everything under my eyes. And you know I'm going to come behind it probably with the Beauty Blender because I feel like the little corners I have here, it can't get that. You know what I mean? So I'm still going to probably come around that with the Beauty Blender just to blend that. Away, I'm gonna go ahead and just like do some bronzing. Probably not some contouring, some bronzing from the cheekbone. So see this area here? I'm gonna bring that up a little bit just with some bronzer. Okay, so the only thing I did was I went forward with some highlighter after my camera decided to play me. So I went forward with some highlighter, and that's basically, I think, other than the blush, everything is melted in. And the only thing I have left to do is my lip color. I'm going to try this big, bold, bright pink. And this is the color by M.A.C, and it's called Embrace Me. And then I'm going to go behind it with this pencil from NYX in the shade Disco range. So I'm going to line it up first. You know what? I'm going to put the lipstick on first and then clean it up with the liner. Let's do that. This is a really bright pink.
Well, it really doesn't matter what coast you're from. Everybody inside the hip hop world right now member of the legendary group Tribe Called Quest.
I don't know why I'm making these crazy faces, but I'm making them. It's a pretty bright pink, but I feel like it sets off the purple eyes. You're gonna do purple eyes, then you need to do some pink lips. I decided to go cray cray today, and I might have to touch up the blush a little bit because I think you need like a little bit more blush, but then again I may not. I don't want to go blush crazy, so I'm gonna just line around it with this pencil. And it's good to have a sharp edge on that pencil. If I can find my sharpener, which if you see my van, it's such a mess right now Have you seen it? Oof. You be like, girl. You could go with a darker pencil if you don't want. Ooh. Ooh. You go with a darker pencil if you just want to do like an ombre. But I just opted to go with a pencil of identical color to clean this up. And that's basically it. You can overline the lips if you want to get fancy with it. And that's basically it. So I'm going to spray myself